Hello all, welcome back to Pabbly Connect. So in this video, we are going to understand how to add agriculture products and farming equipments IndiaMART Enquiries in Google Sheets. So are you also running a business related to agriculture products or farming equipments? Then this video is definitely for you. So over here, I'm doing the same and I use IndiaMART to sell my products online. So now what I want is that as soon as a new inquiry is received in my IndiaMART, automatically the details of that inquiry should be added to my Google Sheets. So for this, we are going to create a connection between IndiaMART and Google Sheets. To create this connection without knowing any programming or coding language, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. It is an amazing automation software. So I'm going to do all of this so that I can convert my leads into paying clients. So do you also wish to learn this process step by step? Then let me take you to my computer screen. Welcome to my screen. So as you know, in this video, we are going to understand how to add agriculture products and farming equipment IndiaMART Enquiries in Google Sheets. So as you know that I manage a business that deals with agriculture products and farming equipment. So to streamline the IndiaMART Enquiries, what I want is that as soon as the new inquiry is received, automatically the details of that inquiry should be added right over here in my Google Sheets, like name, email, phone number, and the query right over here. So yeah, this ensures that I can organize and track all the potential leads in one place, making it easier to manage follow-ups, categorize inquiries, and analyze customer data effectively. This process enhances lead management efficiently and saves my time. So to do all of this, I have simply opened the landing page of Pabbly by searching pabbly.com/connect in my browser. It is very easy. So as soon as we are going to open the landing page of Pabbly, we are going to get two options. One is sign in and the another one is sign up for free. So if you're a new user, you can click on sign up for free and you are going to get 100 of tasks free every month. But I am an existing user, so I'm going to click on sign in right over here. And as soon as we are going to click on sign in, it is going to open all Pabbly apps. Over here, you can see all the tools and applications offered by Pabbly. But in today's video, we are going to use Pabbly Connect because we are connecting different applications. So I'm going to click on access now right over here to access my Pabbly Connect account. And as soon as we are going to click on access now, it is opening my dashboard. And to start with this automation, we are going to click on this button which says create workflow, and now it is asking me the workflow name and the folder I want to save the workflow in. So I want to save the workflow in this folder which is automations, and I want to name my workflow as how to add agriculture products and farming equipment IndiaMART Enquiries in Google Sheets. And then we are going to click on create, and as soon as we are going to click on create, it is going to open the most important window of our automation, which is our workflow window. So this is the most important window because we have trigger and action in this. Trigger means when this happens and action means do this. So by this you can understand that the trigger is the commander for the workflow and actions follow the commands. And as you know that we can have only a single commander but multiple followers. So over here we can have only a single trigger but multiple actions following the commands of our trigger. And to start with our automation, we have to select our trigger application. So for a trigger application, we are going to select it as IndiaMART because I want that as soon as a new query is received from my IndiaMART account, automatically my workflow should be triggered. So I'm going to search for it and then we are going to select it. And now for the trigger event, we are going to select it as new leads. And as soon as we are going to do so, over here you can see that now it is giving me a webhook URL. So we are going to use this same webhook URL in order to create a connection between our IndiaMART account and our Pabbly's workflow. So what we are going to do is first we are going to copy this webhook URL and then we are going to follow this help text, and it is saying log into your IndiaMART account, navigate to the lead manager section in the left tab. So I'm going to open my IndiaMART account right from here, and as you can see that this is my account. So now from the left sidebar we have to go on lead manager, and as soon as we are going to go on lead manager, over here you can see the three dots and menu. So we have to go on this, and now we have to go on import export leads and then push API. So I'm going to open my push API, and over here you can see that it is asking me to select the source and the CRM platform name. So over here I'm going to select the source as other because over here in the workflow it is saying choose other in the select source. So I'm going to select the same right over here, and as soon as we are going to do so, it is asking me for the CRM platform name and the webhook listener URL. So over here in the help text it is saying and then enter Pabbly Connect in CRM platform name. So I'm going to enter the same. So I'm going to enter the platform name as Pabbly Connect, and now for the webhook listener URL we are going to paste the URL we copied from our workflow. And after doing all of this, we are going to click on save details, and as soon as we are going to click on save details, it is asking me the reason why I want to send these inquiries to another applications. So here you can see all the possible reasons, so you can select one from this. Suppose I'm going to select it as I feel that I can permanently save the leads from IndiaMART and view later. And then we are going to click to generate OTP. We are going to generate the OTP and then we are going to enter the OTP right over here. And after entering the OTP, I'm going to click on submit. And as soon as we are going to click on submit, yes, you can see that we have successfully connected our IndiaMART account with our Pabbly's workflow. Over here, you can see the same webhook URL which we added. And now what it is saying that over here, you can see that IndiaMART is saying waiting for a webhook response. And in the notes, it is saying do a test submission / record. So in order to capture this webhook response, we have to do a test submission or record. And in order to do this test submission, I'm going to open a new tab. And now you can see that I've created a profile right over here named test. So I'm going to do the test submission with the same only. So what I want is that let's suppose that someone is contacting me to buy my farming equipment or something like that. For that, I'm going to click on this contact supplier and submit a dummy inquiry. So it is asking me for the requirement details. So I'm going to keep it as I am interested in purchasing farming equipments and agriculture products for my farm. Specifically, I'm looking for high quality tractors, irrigation systems and organic fertilizers. Can you please provide me with the available option, pricing and any bulk purchase discounts? And then we are going to click on next right over here. It is asking me for the GST number. So this is not the required field. So I'm directly going to click on submit. And as soon as we are going to click on submit, yes, you can see that it is saying your details have been sent. So this means that we have successfully did this test submission. And now this also means that my details have been sent to my workflow because we did the test submission. So I'm going to open my workflow and check that if Pabbly has captured the response or not. For that, I'm going to close this right from here. And yes, you can see that we have received the response, but you can also notice that the subject is requirement for empty mineral water bottles. But this was not the query which we entered. So you must be wondering why the subject is this, because I'm using IndiaMART demo account. And that's why I'm going to receive a default response every time I'm going to submit a query. But if you are running a live account, so you're going to receive the live details of your leads right over here in the response so that you can carry forward them. So over here, you can see that I've received this subject. I'm going to show you all the demo details received. Over here you can see the query message which we have received. Over here you can see the address too. I'm going to scroll a little, and over here you can see the email address too which we have received. So yes, with this we have received a demo response, and I'll just let you know again that I'm going to do this automation for agriculture products and farming equipment, and I've submitted the query for the same. But I've received a test response right over here. You are going to receive the live response because you are running a live product on your IndiaMART account. And after receiving this response, we have successfully completed our trigger step, and now we are going to move on towards our action step. So now what I want is I want to add these inquiry details right over here in my spreadsheet. So for that, I'm going to select the action application as Google Sheets. So I'm going to search for Google Sheets right over here, and as you can see Google Sheets, so I'm going to select it. And as soon as we are going to select Google Sheets, it is asking me for the action event. So we are going to select the action event as add new row, and then we are going to click on connect. And as soon as we are going to do so, it is asking me to add a new connection or select the existing connection. So if you have already connected your Google Sheets account with your Pabbly's workflow, you can click on select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to follow me, click on add a new connection and then sign in with Google. And as soon as we are going to do so, it is going to ask me for the Gmail account. And now after selecting my Gmail account, it is asking me for some permissions. So I'm going to click on allow right over here and give Pabbly all the permissions it is asking for because my data is secure with Pabbly. You can also click on allow. Pabbly is safe. And as soon as we are going to click on allow, yes, you can see authorization successful. So this means that we have successfully connected our Google Sheets account with our Pabbly's workflow. And over here, you can see connected to. And now it is asking me to select the spreadsheet. So over here, you can see the name of my spreadsheet is new leads and queries. So I'm going to select the same right over here, which is new leads and queries. And as soon as we are going to select the spreadsheet, over here, it is asking me to select the sheets. Over here, you can see that I have only a single sheet in my spreadsheet. So we are going to select the same only. And now it is asking me for the name, email, phone number, and the query. So you can see that these are the same details which we have entered right over here in our spreadsheet. So yes, we are going to enter the same right over here, but we are going to map this. So mapping is a method by Pabbly which means inserting the data from the previous step. And as you know, our previous step was the trigger step where we selected IndiaMART as our trigger application. So we are going to map the details from the response of our trigger application only. And as soon as we are going to map these details, automatically my details will turn dynamic and change with every new response received. So I'm going to give you an example that over here it is asking me for the name, right? So let's suppose that I'm going to enter the name right over here manually, suppose test. Then this will not change with every new response received because this is a static information and I have entered it manually. But if you are going to map this from the previous response, suppose I'm going to search for name right over here. So let's suppose that this is the name which is Prabhat. So let's suppose that I'm going to map this from the previous response, then this will definitely change because my previous response will also change. So yes, as soon as we map the name, our workflow is ready to run in real time too. And as you can see that I've mapped only the first name because we have received the test response, and in that response we haven't received the last name. So we are going to map the email right over here too. For that I'm going to search for email, and as you can see the email, so I'm going to map this, and now it is asking me for the phone number, so I'm going to search for same. I'm going to look for phone number, and as you can see the phone number, so we are going to map it. We are going to move on forward. It is asking me for the query, so we are going to map the query too. I'm going to search for it, and as you can see the query message, so we are going to map it. And after mapping all of these details, I'm going to click on save and send test request, and as soon as we are going to click on save and send test request, yes, you can see that we have received a positive response that we have successfully added these details in our Google Sheets. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open my Google Sheets and check for the details added. So I'm going to open my Google Sheets right from here, and yes, you can see the details added: name Prabhat, you can see the email that we entered, the phone number, and over here you can see the query message that we entered. So here you can see that I've received the query message with the BR tags. So if you wish, you can definitely remove these BR tags with the help of your workflow only. And yes, with this we have successfully completed our workflow, and our workflow is running in real time too. So now I'll just summarize this workflow for you once. So for the trigger application we selected IndiaMART, for the trigger event we selected new leads, for the action application we selected Google Sheets, and then for the action event we selected add new row, because I wanted that as soon as a new lead is received from my IndiaMART account, automatically the details of that lead or that inquiry should be added in my Google Sheets. And after creating this workflow once, I don't have to come back in again to my workflow and click on save and send test request. As soon as a new lead is received or a new inquiry is received in my IndiaMART, automatically the details would be added in the Google Sheets. I can just sit back and relax, and this workflow will work in real time. And yes, this was it for the video, and over here you can see the details I added during this video with the help of my workflow in my spreadsheet. So yes, if you have any questions related to the video or the workflow, you can directly comment on this video, and for your reference I'll just clone this workflow and share the workflow link in the description box so that you can access my workflow. I hope this video was helpful for you. Thank you for watching. Not only these applications, but with the help of Pabbly, you can integrate many more applications. So now, if you have any doubts, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can follow this website. And if you find our videos helpful, do like and subscribe our channel. Thank you for watching.